what's up guys? We're back again to literally level up my main deck with Mirror. It's always a ton of fun to take a deck that everyone thinks that they know and then switch and spice it up to the point that no one can counter it. Instead of Mirror, this deck is always running Golden Knight, Fireball, or Electro Spirit. And even though it's just a one card difference, that surprise factor can be absolutely devastating for opponents. Imagine opponents rushing through with Ram Rider or Electro Giant because my Goblin Cage and Zappies were just used. Little do they know they'll get stopped in their tracks by a mirrored up Goblin Cage or Zappies to make sure they move nowhere. Or unloading bigger and better Royal Hogs on the other side after they've already countered the first one. I can't wait to stack up more Flying Machines, Zappies, and Royal Recruits than ever before. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Alright, so jumping into this one, unfortunately our opponent isn't jumping through with a profuse value. I want to see him cycle the first thing because our deck is all about the counter push life. When we see Electro Wizard, it's going to move so much faster than my steady and slow Zappies that are going to get up to his side of the map, but they're going to take their time. And in the process, we're going to be able to have our tower helping out, finish off his E-Wiz a bit faster, and he kind of just dedicated 4 elixir and got nothing accomplished. So with our positive elixir trade, we're going to throw our elixir back and convert that into tower damage. So Giant Skeleton and Hunter and E-Wiz makes me think it's going to be a Royal Giant deck. There's a chance it might be a graveyard deck, or it'd be something that I'm not super comfortable with, but I'm just going to expect it to be a RG deck. Maybe he goes in for a Fisher Boy, and he does. Usually they're going to have like Fisher Boy, Dark Prince along those lines, and the Hunter didn't give him any value at all. Wait, he activated King Tower, but he still took 1,000 damage in the process. That's beautiful. And the Hunter didn't get a single hit on my tower, as I said before. No wanted poster here. Hunter, you're not wanted. No one loves you. Maybe we can get that Flying Machine to lock onto the tower too. If he ignores that, that'd be beautiful. Let's freaking go. And the best part is, if you go Goblin Cage directly on the Royal Giant, what happens is the Goblin Cage Brawler gets right in the RG's face and finishes it off a little bit faster. You don't want your Goblin Cage Brawler just having to take a journey and take a couple Uber rides directly towards the Royal Giant, because if that happens, you're just going to have the Royal Giant pound your tower the entire time. So if he goes Zappies in the back and we build up a big push, that could be worth it. But also his Fireball's out of cycle because he dropped it on my Zappies last time, so I know that I can get a lot of damage with my Royal Hogs, forcing out a Log, forcing out a Hunter, and still getting damage in the process. Not the situation our opponent wanted to see. Okay, if I were able to go in for Royal Hogs right now and not have that Hunter in cycle, that'd be nice, but you know, I kind of can't do a Vanishing Act on the Hunter. He's going to be there forever. Can we go for Mural Royal Recruits? That has to be a good play with this deck. In some situations, when your opponent doesn't have a good card cycle, that has to be pretty good. There's going to Giant Skeleton. Giant Skeleton's going to make my entire push go kaboom, so I'm not going to go for that. I might need to go for Zappies, though. And then, does Mirror Arrows kill a Hunter? I guess we're going to find out. It's going to give me a lot of tower damage in the process. Are you going to drop E-Wiz? Or are you going to drop anything that we can kill? We can go for a Goblin Cage just first to cycle. Even if it expires a bit, when you go for a Royal Giant, we should be able to cycle back to another one. I can Fly Machine here, and as I said before, my entire stuff is just going to die. He's got Fireball, so I want to split up my stuff. Please don't hit everything. I don't think you can. Let's go. I knew that the Fly Machine wasn't going to get hit there. And now since he doesn't have Fireball, we can go in for Mirrored Royal Hogs and Barbarill here and then get a Goblin Cage down. So I think that my Royal Hogs will probably put a point to the... He's going to lose? Like, there's no way he's able to defend that. There's no chance. You spend all of your elixir on the other side. I thought so. So now I can just Mirror Arrows and send him to the Shadow Realm. Arrows does a lot of damage when you compare it to Log after the nerf or Zap. And Mirror Arrows is basically a Fireball. So GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure taking your trophies. Let's go. Time to surprise people with Mirror. It's just one of those things when you look at this deck originally, you're like, everyone has a Fireball and a Barbarill, right? But when I whip out the random Royal Hogs level 16 after you've already used all of your counters, you're going to be standing there speechless, not knowing what to do. I'm going to go for Royal Recruits because he's trying to line that up with the Zappies. Wait, it's still lined up with the Zappies. Are you kidding me? Recruits, you got a shield for something, man. Even if you throw the shield and make the Magic Archer have target practice in the middle of the map, at least do that, you know? Don't sit there and let the Zappies get hit too. I don't even know how that worked. I felt like they definitely weren't in alignment there, but I guess my small brain just couldn't comprehend the Magic Archer's magic tricks. All right, so he's going to have a lot of splash damage with the Golden Knight and the Royal Ghost. The great thing about this is the Giant Skeleton finally dies without making me overspend on defense. I hate playing against Golden Knight. I will drop my Goblin Cage Brawler really high up just to make sure I don't miss that. Whenever I drop it lower, the Golden Knight just dashes onto my tower. Unlike with Cannon's super reliable. Goblin Cage, I found out not so much. Golden Knight just dashes onto the tower regardless. You got to drop it up a little bit higher than you would with a cannon. Okay, so we're in a pretty good spot because I can go for zappies and then I can go for recruits afterward. And what this does is I'm going to stop the goblin every single time, and you're not going to be able to get too much damage from that. And I'll get counter push with you down 4 elixir. Ooh. If I arrows on a tombstone and a magic archer, this could be sublime. I don't even know if you have that version, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like he does. Can I kill the Golden Knight with the arrows, too? Hey! Piercing through that is phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to go in for a Goblin Cage off to the side, and the reason why is, like, if it's in alignment with the magic archer, we saw what that thing does. It does work. I'm going to Barb Barrel here as well just to kill that a little bit faster. I think I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I repent for my sins. Now I got a mirror Barb Barrel, but is the Goblin Cage probably going to put in more work right now? One more hit. Wait, that was pretty good. I don't know if that was worth it or not because the Electro Wizard is now something that I don't have to respond to. But at the same time, I took more damage from the Goblin Drill because I wasn't able to defend it immediately since I spent so much elixir on offense there. It is what it is. We live and we learn. We play better. We're going to go in for the recruits on offense here because I think with the zappies on the right-hand side, I won't have to worry about him breaking through with that obnoxious giant skeleton. If I fly machine here, it also won't die to the bomb, so that's great. And I can potentially mirror arrows to finish off the magic archer. I do like doing that. So we'll see what we do here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to Barbarian Barrel. It cleans everything up. It kills the Electro Wizard too, so that's worth. That is well worth it, my dudes. I'm going to Royal Hogs, and I could mirror Royal Hogs. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm not going to do it because he already went in for so much elixir, but can I kill the Electro Wizard with the arrows? Dude, that's basically a freaking fireball. I dropped 6 elixir for a fireball. It's not the best fireball of my life, but it is a fireball. Okay, so he's going to go and drop that in front, and then he's going to try to latch onto my stuff. I'm not about that life, so I'm going to go for zappies and make sure that the goblins soak up all the damage on the zappies instead. All right, we're going to recruits. Golden Knight isn't going to be in cycle for a bit. Maybe we can go in for, like, mirror arrows again to finish off the magic archer. Wait, this will work out super well. Magic archer is going to die, and his tower might fry. With the magic archer not being able to kill the zappies on the left-hand side, it might be a surprise victory there. Oh, man, this has been a wild one. If I go for Fly Machine, it's not going to be able to kill the Ewiz, but the Ewiz isn't going to target my tower instead, so that's good. I can Royal Hogs. I don't think the Fly Machine is going to lock tower. He's going to drop something instead. Yeah, he's a smart sir, knowing that his Royal Ghost is going to stay undercover and not be a team player. If I Zappies here, that's not going to be enough. I need to save the Barb Barrel for the Goblins. Oh, this is so scuffed. I'm not having a good time in this game, guys. I can't even fib. That's locking onto my freaking tower. How does that happen every time? All right, we're going to Barb Barrel early just so we can shut it down. I think I need to go in for Royal Hogs on the left-hand side. As much as I want to, I can't go into the Golden Knight. It's not a play. So we're going to follow up with arrows here. We should be able to kill the Electro Wizard with our mirrored up Barbarian Barrel. When your mirrored up Barbarian Barrel is your best offense, you just know it's a scuffed and sad time. All right, we're going to go in for the Barb Barrel here. No mystifying magical magic archer for you. And then I can arrows, potentially? No, I got to go zappies. That one goblin's on my tower, though. That one freaking goblin. Oh, I got arrows here. This is so scuffed, but I think we're going to be able to pull it out on the right-hand side. Still not enough damage. Okay, I'm going to mirror arrows. That's, like, literally the only play that I can do. I'm going to eat the Electro Wizard damage, and then I'm going to mirror arrows. As I said before, I think that's a pretty okay strategy. The Golden Knight is really obnoxious. I need to, like, not let that dash, please. Oh, my gosh. Somehow that didn't dash onto my tower from the river. I know you guys are like, why are you surprised that that didn't happen? Every time when I want a Golden Knight not to dash, it always dashes and crashes my chances of winning. So right there, I am blessed that the unbalanced card decided to just take a break from breaking down my games. Let me know down below in the comment section if you thought that his Golden Knight was going to latch onto my Goblin Cage, hit my recruits, then randomly hit my tower too. Because I thought there was a 100% chance of that happening. All right, let's see if we can keep up the win streak. We've been getting some pretty good games today against a lot of good players too. That guy with the magic archer earlier, oh, he was scary. This guy is going to have archers. So, you know, we've kind of downgraded from the magical sense to just the standard normal archers that you see everywhere. Okay, that's not an Expo. I really thought we were playing against Expo. I was like, it's going to be one of those matchups that kind of boring, lackadaisical. You guys already know the deal. You get to double elixir with Royal Recruits, you arrow away the archers, and you don't have to worry because they can never break through you. But this is a different type of matchup. My man's got a Valkyrie, he's got a Lumberjack, and I'm not loving the situation because I think I have to go for Goblin Cage early, and he might go in for a very big amount of spam with the balloon. So go and pull everything into our double buildings. This is a unique strategy here, guys, that you don't see anywhere else. The double Goblin Cage Brawler's counter push is Is that even something that I can like look at and feel comfortable saying? Like, is that going to do damage, or am I stupid? It took out half of his tower. So in reality, I think we're around even tower damage. All of his tower damage is aggregated on one tower though, which is a good thing and a bad thing. If we tower trade, it's really good for me. But, you know, if he just whittles me down slowly but surely and barely keeps his tower alive at like 400 or 500 HP, yeah, that's a really bad recipe for disaster. So we're going to Royal Hogs right into a... That card exists? I thought that went and came and gone with the dinosaurs. What? Are you serious? My man's packing Furnace still. Furnace with Valkyrie is pretty bad for me. I'd love to win this one. We'll have to wait and see if I can actually pull it out. The last possible second, I'm going to go for Recruits at the river. For whatever reason, he dropped a miner right into us. So that was very, very lucky on our end. I don't think it's worth it going in for arrows here. Barely going to kill anything. Yeah, I'm going to wait. Great. If I can kill archers, that's well worth it, because now you're not going to be able to split up and divide and conquer our left-hand side. I think we're able to power through and take that tower. Maybe I'm a little bit optimistic because that's how I am as a person. I kind of just think that everything's going to go well, and sometimes things don't do that. But yeah, it looked pretty good for us. I'm going to split up my Royal Hogs so like 1 or 2 piggies will take the brunt of the Fire Spirit damage, not all of the team. Wait, are you serious? Look at the value here. That's uncanny. Yeah, I'm going to lose my tower to the miner, and the miner actually is a real win condition when you want to finish off towers and they're barely left over. You've done a lot of damage with the balloon already, so you know you're playing this pretty well. But are you going to be able to hold the door? Wait, no. I can just mirror arrows you, but can I stop you? Do you know that I have mirror arrows in my deck? Do you know that's even a remote possibility? You have to try to 3-crown me right now. You can't let me mirror arrows you. Oh my gosh, this is so scuffed, because if I don't... All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to arrows on defense, and I'm going to mirror arrows, I think, again. I think that's the play. Oh, wait. This game is getting way too dicey for me. This is really uncomfortable, but he's not defending anything at the same time, so he's going to get 3-crown. It was scuffed for a second until I realized that I can just look at his tower, and then I won't see it anymore. So, goodbye, scary threat. It was nice knowing you, and I guess we'll just jump on to the next one. Sometimes games can look a lot more intense than they actually are, and then you just realize that you won the game with your opponent not defending anything. All right, we've been crushing people today, and this guy finished 500 in the world. He had it in his badges, so I guess we got to focus up a little bit here. We know that this guy is meaning business. Wow. Is this how he finished top 500 in the world? Is this what he did? Did he just spam Electro Giants until he was successful? Probably, right? But here's something for you. If we've got Goblin Cage, we have an amazing matchup. But my Goblin Cage is literally last card in cycle, so I guess we're showing you guys how to win this matchup on hard mode when you literally get the worst possible hand. Oh my goodness. He's going to keep that alive too. I think I can get the Goblin Cage down last possible second. So mirrored up zappies put in work. That's hilarious. So even if you get a garbage hand, you can still defend Electro Giant without too many worries. Mega Minion Cycle is going to kill my Goblin Cage Brawler. Seems like he's going to be able to have a really nice defense here. And he's going to cycle another one of them. Dude, you're actually a really good player. I hate this. I hate the fact that he knows how to play his deck. You know, you wish that everyone would be trash when they're playing Electro Giant because it's already so strong. But this guy is making me struggle. I'm going to Bar Barrel here. It looks like the Mega Man's going to retarget onto that. But the fact that I'm not able to kill the Electro Giant and it's dealing like my entire tower is a huge problem, Clash Royale. Man. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you guys. If he wasn't good and he didn't abuse the fact that I had a bad card cycle and I literally just had this like 7th card in my hand, I would have been fine. But you know, that Goblin Cage was just had a big red X over it and said, Jake, you shall not use this until you're in trouble. And then when you're in trouble, you can kind of take off the heavyweight training boots and try to, you know, come back in the game. So we'll see. We'll see if we can make it work. I'm going to recruits in the back. We'll build up a big push with our zappies, and we'll see if we can make this guy falter, fail, and flop. Because there's been a lot of weird and fun games today. Maybe this will be another one. Okay, Zappy isn't going to be able to touch the Dark Prince in time, so the Dark Prince will be able to stop that. I hate the fact that he's going to have Bomber and he's going to have Dark Prince. Seems like he's got a lot of good splash damage to accommodate our Royal Hogs. I'm going to go in for the Goblin Cage. This pulls the Electro Giant, if you guys didn't know it. It pulls really far. I'm going to Bar Barrel here as well. We should be able to kill the Bomber. Not too big of a worry. He's going to activate King Tower, though, so that was well played on his end. I think the Goblin Cage full counters the Electro Giant, by the way. So, if you guys don't know, now you know. Is he going to have Rocket? Is he going to have Lightning? What is he going to do? I'm kind of freaking out right now. I want to be able to make this work so bad. It's going to make me sad if it doesn't work. All right. If I go for Mirror Royal Hogs, it's not going to do enough. I got to go for, like, Fly Machine to counter the Mega Minion. I have to counter the Mega Minion, otherwise I'm going to lose the game. At least the Goblin Cage Brawler might die to the fly machine as well. I can arrows on everything here if I want to. He might lightning on this. Ooh, wait, I kill everything. Yep, dope. And we remember he's got lightning, so I'm going to go in for the Barbarian Barrel. We kill that. And I go for recruits in the back and build up a huge push. Lightning isn't going to be in cycle for a while, and he has to cycle 2 lightnings on my tower to take it. I can still win this game. We're not out of it yet. I refuse to lose. I refuse to surrender here. Arrows will be phenomenal hitting the everything, I think. Yeah, no, we're going to hit the bomber as well. That's great. He's going to lightning on top of the fly machine. That's okay. Looks like the Goblin Cage Brawler went in the wrong side. Is this where we make our stand? Is this where we're going to be super proud of our deck and we come back? I hope so. Come on now. We're going to have to go for zappies as well. Looks like we're going to be able to do enough damage. Oh, I need to cycle 3 arrows. I don't know if I can do that in time, though. Yeah, I think I can. I'm going to cycle my first arrows. He's not going to know that he's going to get, like, mirror arrowed after, right? I don't think he's big-brained enough to know that. Okay, I think I can cycle back to arrows before he gets back to lightning. I believe I can. I believe I can. I have a faster cycle than you, right? Right? Come on now. Come on now. Don't disappoint me. He's cycling back to his lightning. He's cycling back to his lightning any second now. Please, please, please. Don't troll me, Clash Royale. No! Come on. I think I should have went for Royal Hogs. They probably would have got me 1 hit there. You live and you learn. You go to the next one. So close to coming back. I had it in my grasp. The flying machine was on the tower. Same with the arrows coming down. Too close for comfort for our opponent, and he barely comes out alive. He had the best possible card cycle with my Goblin Cage last card in hand, and he still almost lost that. And he was a top 500 player in the world too. You know what? We'll bounce back. No matter what, I feel like ladder sometimes has a way of tilting you or bringing you down. And the best thing that you can do is just take a break if you're ever tilted, or if you're like, hey, I know why I lost. You just go in with that mentality and you're like, I can correct this for the future. Or if it's a card game and you sometimes just get a little bit of bad luck, you kind of have to account for that to happen. Not every single game that you get, you're going to have the right card order. Not every single game that you have is going to be a fair matchup. But overall, if you play enough games, you'll end up pushing up if you're better than your opponents and you play as well as possible. And that's what we try to do here. It's kind of like playing your odds, basically playing poker. You can't win every single hand, but if you play well enough, there's a reason that some poker players win more consistently than others. Also, this guy is going to have Tombstone and Fireball. I think the Fireball's out of cycle, so I'm going to conveniently take that situation and follow up with Royal Hogs. I'm going to arrows on top of all the skeletons here, hopefully. Oh, we missed one Larry, but it isn't that bad. Do I Goblin Cage here instead? Or do I mirror arrows? I think mirror arrows is worse because the Goblin Cage will give us counter push. I'll vibe with that. Maybe my opponent has some magical idea of going in for a balloon and I follow up with a mirror Goblin Cage and kite it to the middle and just laugh at him. But I'm not that sadistic of a sir. Maybe I'll only laugh to myself and he won't see that. All right, we'll go zappies here. Let's get to kill the Mega Minion. He could fireball on it, but as long as the Mega Minion gets touched once, it's worth it. It's a 4-for-4 trade if he fireballs, and then the Mega Minion would have gotten damage on my tower, so, you know, I'm basically trading 4-for-4 and just cycling something. It's good for me. I think we go for mirror zappies because level 16 zappies pack a punch, and on top of that, it allows me to build up a big push. With this deck, always try to go for zappies in the back and then go for the Royal Recruits. And the reason why you do that is if you go for zappies first, it catches your opponents more off guard if you go Royal Recruits at the river. It expedites your push. It puts you in a good spot. If you go Royal Recruits in the back, it's also 7 elixir. So if you drop that early, a lot of times your opponent can punish you if you have a really bad card cycle like the Elite Barbarians at the river. Your Royal Recruits will not get ahead of your tower in time. So it can just get really, really ugly and bad for you if that happens. We should be able to pull everything and I can go for zappies, and I'm trying to separate most of his stuff so then I can go in for arrows. I'm going to get arrows here. That should be able to kill everything. I should have zappies first, I think. I'm going to mirror arrows to finish off the balloon. That's a lot of damage, but I don't think it's going to take my tower. Okay, we're vibing with it still. Not the cleanest game I've ever played in my life. I was hoping that he would fireball early so then I could mirror zappies and then go for the arrows after, and that would have been a little bit better for us. But, you know, you live and you learn, and you always try to make it work. All right, we're going to go in for Royal Hogs as quickly as we can. It looks like he's just going to get shut down completely by arrows. I don't think he's going to be able to fireball that in time. I don't even need the arrows. I can bar barrel or arrows on top of the Tombstone instead, so that's better for me. Let's go. That's enough damage to send him to the Shadow Realm because I arrows the tower and put him out of his misery. Pretty clutch game after losing to E-Giant. We always bounce back. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.